Alright, what's going on YouTube? I'm going to do a review on a Kel Tec Pf9 that I just purchased a couple days ago. Went down to the gun range today. A little man right here. Yeah, give me some. The son's shooting some 22s, you know. Gun range, pretty cool. Get a little bit of topic on that. You know, 20-minute break, or 20-minute shooting, take a couple-minute break to go check your target. Stuff I actually kind of like the gun range. It was pretty neat. $7 to get in, you know, $3 for my young blood son here. I got the Kel Tec Pf9 for all your gun nuts out there, gun safety nuts. My Kel Tec is clear, nothing in it, nothing in the mag. I just purchased this Kel Tec Pf9 for $282.43. I'll show you my receipts. There's the $259 that it was going for, tax included. $282.43. The reason why I'm showing you that is because Cheaper Than Dirt had them for $229, but then you got to pay for shipping, and you got to pay for your FFL gun dealer to have it shipped to him and do the paperwork. So you're thinking another whatever cost for shipping, and then another $25 to $30 to your gun dealer to get it to him, to get it to you. So you're looking at still the same price that I paid. I've seen them on Gunbroker going from $250 to $349 because it was the color. It was all brown, real nice one. I actually wanted that one, but I'm not gonna pay $350 for it, especially when I got a brand new Kel Tec. I got my holster for $16 because I could carry it concealed, real nice concealed. Here's the Kel Tec box, you know, and it's pretty sweet, you know. I'll show you some of the things, brand new, and I popped the tab myself. Kind of this, bear with me for a second, you. Here's the lock, all Kel Tec, you know, Kel Tec lock. Came with the Kel Tec book. And it also came with an Allen wrench to adjust the sights, which I thought was pretty cool, you know. Not like I needed another one, but you know, never hurts. The Kel Tec weighs, I think, about 12 ounces, 14 loaded, something like that. I can't remember. Let's see. Went to the gun range first day shooting it. I had a 115 grain, 124 grain, and a 147 grain bullet that I shot through the Kel Tec today. About 100 rounds, maybe a little less than 100 rounds, but just to show you the 147 grain, I have just as all I have left over from everything I shot. Let's see, let's go on distance. 25 yards, no. 15 yards, okay. 10 yards, yes. 10 to 15 is my recommendation for this Kel Tec, but it's my first day shooting it, so the more practice I put into it, the better off I'm going to get with it. Recoil on this gun, there's a lot of recoil, but like I said, it's going to take me some practice to break it in. Like with my Ruger P95, I practice with it, and I'm pretty good with it. You know, I'm really solid with that gun. So as in a competition sense, I'm going to go with my Ruger first. Then I'm going to go with the Kel Tec, but I'm going to practice with the Kel Tec a little more. I'm going to kind of show you, just use my Ruger. I'm not saying the Ruger and Kel Tec and everything. I did get the stovepipes fixed on this gun. It is not loaded for you gun safety nuts out there. To kind of compare, not compare, but show the two, as in a sense of the Kel Tec, how thin it really is compared to my Ruger. Get it right up in there. You'll see the difference in between them. Got a little bit thinner. My Ruger is a pretty good sized gun because, as you can see, the Kel Tec really disappears behind the Ruger. But when I flip it around, it kind of gives you a sense of the Kel Tec, as in basically I'm trying to show you as a concealed. You see the barrel, big difference, almost probably like 1.5 inches, and then down here probably another 1/2 inch or so diameter. You'll see them, you know, you see the big difference. I'm not comparing the two, I'm just showing you how the sense of it really is out of my video tool. But as in accuracy and recoil, I give it a 5 so far out of my 1 out of 10. Budget wise, good handgun to buy. Beginner's handgun? Yeah, no, I don't think it's a beginner handgun. Even my son agrees it's not a beginner handgun. We do a lot of shooting, don't we? Yeah.
We're showing AKS.
Yeah.
Gates.
Yeah.
22 Ruger.
Alright, get out of here. So let's see. Sorry about that, YouTube. That's my son. We're talking. He's my gun nut too. So, as in a sense of recoil, really wasn't impressed with the recoil on this gun. A lot of recoil. At 115 grains, not bad. 124 grains, kind of got a little bit too much recoil. 147 grains, do not recommend loading your gun with 147 grains for the Kel Tec. Too much recoil. Kind of throws off the accuracy of the gun. I would stick with 115 grain. Even if you're doing reloads, stick with 115 grain on the Kel Tec, please. The recoil is ridiculous when you get up to 124 to basically 147 grain. It is just a lot of recoil. Trying to sight this thing in was kind of difficult for me because first time shooting the Kel Tec today, and it's a smaller compact gun. It was it was pinching my pinky on this little piece right here in between the mag and the pistol grip, pinching my pinky, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that, but I could feel the recoil. What was happening is on this right here. I'll show you. My pinky would go here, and as the recoil, you could feel this thing when I'm gripping it. It peeled back and was pinching in between the part right here, and it was just kind of an annoyance, you know. My friend tried to dial it in with himself too, who shoots a 9mm, and he couldn't get it dialed in at all. I got it dialed in a little bit, as in the sense like I kept shooting it and shooting it. I think if you buy a Kel Tec, I recommend you shoot it, practice with it a lot. As in the sights, I like the sights. The trigger, I'm going to show you guys real quick on the long pole. There is a long pole. I can, in a sense, just count it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My Ruger, it's a double action. They say this is a double action, but my Ruger is actually a real double action. And I'll just kind of demonstrate, not comparing the Ruger or any of those two, each other, but as in a sense of one. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm not comparing the two, but you know, you see my Ruger. Did fix the stovepipes on there. Really excited about that. Not comparing the two, just kind of using it as an example. The dead trigger issue, it doesn't bother me none, as in the sense of there's no safety, you know. That's pretty much if you don't have it loaded and you don't chamber it, you know, and you want to pretty much a dead gun. I recommend it. I do recommend still getting a Kel Tec for guys who have shot 90mm or compacts like this before. Beginners, do not get a Kel Tec just yet. Don't recommend it. I'm not saying you're wasting your money, but if you're gonna do this gun, don't give up on it in the beginning. You gotta practice with it. So far, out of my 1 out of 10, I still give it a 5 or 6. The only reason why that is because I'm not done shooting the Kel Tec. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels in my hand. It is a nice concealed weapon. I don't ever know it's there. I forget about it. I like that option because I wear an extra large shirt because I'm a pretty big guy. It disappears. I looked at it, Diamondback TP9 or whatever it is. You correct me if you want. I don't care. The Diamondback reminded me of a Glock, and I don't think the price range for that it's the same as this. I don't think the Diamondback should be as the same price as a Kel Tec because it's not as good as a Kel Tec. It looks like a Glock. It tries to imitate a Glock, but that thing is small. I mean, I might as well buy a 9 and a Diamondback for my son because he'd be able to shoot it. And by the time he grows up, I give it to my daughter. It's just way too small, reminding me of a Glock. I'm not a Glock fan. If I do ever own a Glock, I'll just continue owning guns altogether. Just not a fan of the Glock. I'm not dissing the Glock. I just don't like it. It's not my preference, you know. If people who have Glocks, you know, and they like them, good for you. I'm glad, you know, that's what you like. I'm happy for you. But as in the sense of the Kel Tec, it has some range and recoil. I give it about a 4 to a 5. You know, it's still, like I said, I'm going to practice a little bit more with it. Get back to you on that, YouTube. But as in the Kel Tec itself, it's a nice handgun. It's a nice concealed weapon. I just got it. I'm not going to give up on it as of yet. Going to kind of see where it goes. And if I do get rid of it, I'm going to go with another concealed. And I'm looking at the SR9Cs, compacts. But those are a little bit pricey right now, in between $450. But as in the sense of right now, what I wanted to do is try out the Kel Tec. I've seen a lot of reviews. No jams so far, between 100 rounds, and it's still a brand new gun. I got some breaking in periods because like the mag was kind of like not wanting to feed through properly, not shooting it when I first got it, and I was kind of checking it over. It didn't want to go in. It wanted to stick a little bit, and then I had to push it in. Now all I got to do is, since I've been playing with it, kind of see how it sticks right there a little bit, pull it back out, and then click it. But there's kind of a prime example. It's still in a play-in period. It kind of, see what I mean? It doesn't do it to me all the time. It just, now all of a sudden wants to do it. But see, it just goes right in. I'm not complaining about it. It's just a break-in period. It's a brand new gun. So far, I will continue a second review on here on the Kel Tec Pf9 once I get a little bit more range shooting with it. But as I've seen and what I've gone through and what I've different gun brokers and dealers and stuff like that, I've looked at a lot of Kel Tecs, 4 or 5 in the last 3 or 4 days, and I got one, and I'm gonna let you guys know more about the Kel Tec here soon. Peace out, YouTube. It's been a long day at the range, and you all have a good night.